everyone, welcome back to the channel. Lately, I've gone through a fresh batch of Korean films, and every single one in this list left a strong impression. This is part 5 of our top 10 mind-blowing Korean movies, and it's packed with stories that hit hard, twist unexpectedly, and stay in your mind long after the credits roll. Let's dive into the lineup. Number 10, Believer. Believer is a 2018 action crime film directed by Lee Hae-young. The story follows a determined detective named Jo Won-ho, who is obsessed with taking down Asia's biggest drug cartel. The cartel is led by a mysterious and powerful figure known only as Mr. Lee, whose identity remains unknown. When a low-ranking member of the organization, Rak, survives a deadly explosion and offers to help the police, Jo sees an opportunity to finally get to the top. Together, they dive deeper into the cartel's inner circle, encountering brutal dealers, betrayals, and shifting loyalties. The drug labs, hideouts, and cold urban spaces give this movie a raw edge without going overboard. Nothing feels too polished, which works well with the tone. Cho Jin-woong as the detective brings a sharp, tired energy. He looks like a man who's been fighting crime for years and is about to snap. Ryu Jun-yeol as Rak is quiet but calculated, and honestly, he's the real backbone of this story. This movie has a 6.6 rating on IMDb and is available on Netflix. Number 9, #Alive. It is a 2020 post-apocalyptic action horror film directed by Cho Il-hyung. The movie kicks off in a pretty direct way. Jun-woo, a young gamer living alone, wakes up to a world collapsing outside his apartment. A mysterious virus spreads fast, turning people into aggressive zombies within seconds. With the internet and mobile networks falling apart, he's cut off from the world, trapped inside 4 walls with running low on food and unsure if help will ever come. The concept of survival inside your own home hits different, especially for those of us who lived through lockdowns. The film really captures that sense of isolation and helplessness. Yoo Ah-in delivers a believable performance. Park Shin-hye joins in later, and her calm, resourceful character brings a good contrast. It has a 6.3 rating on IMDb and is available on Netflix. Number 8, The Thieves. It is a 2012 action comedy film directed by Choi Dong-hoon. The film is about a high-stakes heist story packed with double crosses, hidden agendas, and sharp-tongued thieves who don't fully trust each other, but have no choice but to work together. The story revolves around a group of Korean and Chinese criminals teaming up to steal a priceless diamond called the Tear of the Sun from a casino in Macau. It sounds like a smooth job on paper, but in practice, it's chaos waiting to happen. Secrets unravel, tensions boil, and nobody is exactly who they claim to be. The film is quick on its feet. It jumps between humor, action, and tension without losing its rhythm. And the cast is stacked: Kim Yoon-seok, Jun Ji-hyun, Lee Jung-jae, and Kim Hee-soo. This lineup feels like an all-star team, and they bring serious presence to every scene. Particularly, Jun Ji-hyun shines with her rebellious energy, and her scenes are some of the most fun to watch. It has a 6.8 rating on IMDb and is available on Viki. Number 7, Exuma. It is a 2024 horror mystery film written and directed by Jang Jae-hyun. The film starts with a strange case. A wealthy family is cursed, something ancient and ugly is buried beneath their bloodline. To deal with it, they hire a pair of shamans, a geomancer, and an undertaker to move the grave that's supposedly causing all the chaos. But from the moment they disturb the burial site, everything starts unraveling. Spirits awaken, secrets come out, and the real horror begins. There are no cheap jump scares, everything builds naturally. The film respects the genre and doesn't rely on recycled horror tricks. Choi Min-sik as the old-school geomancer adds real weight to the film. His presence alone keeps you curious, though some parts of the lore feel a bit dense, especially if you're not familiar with Korean spiritual traditions or geomancy. This movie has a 6.9 rating on IMDb and is available on Prime Video. Number 6, Escape. Escape is a 2024 action thriller film directed by Lee Jong-pil. The story follows a North Korean soldier named Im Kyu-nam who secretly dreams of freedom. Tired of living under oppression, he plots his escape across the heavily guarded DMZ. But his path isn't easy, not when he's being chased by a ruthless security officer named Hyun Sung, who believes in loyalty to the regime at all costs. It becomes a deadly game of hunter and hunted, where the stakes are life, death, and the idea of what freedom really means. The plot is lean, and the intensity builds as the escape grows harder and the chase gets closer. Every moment feels urgent. You feel the fear, the desperation, and the sheer risk of every step Kyu-nam takes. If you're into tightly built survival thrillers with heart and tension, this one deserves your attention. It has a 6.4 rating on IMDb and is available on Viki. Number 5, Hijack 1971. The film is based on the hijack attempt of a Korean Air F-27 airliner in 1971. It is a 2024 action thriller film directed by Kim Seong-han. The story takes place during a period when tensions from the Cold War were deeply affecting the Korean peninsula. A routine domestic flight from Gangneung to Seoul suddenly spirals into chaos when a man on board detonates improvised explosive devices and takes control of the plane, demanding to be flown to North Korea. The passengers, ranging from families to business travelers, are blindsided, and the crew must think fast while stuck thousands of feet in the air. The entire film mostly takes place inside the airplane cabin, yet it never feels small or slow. The direction uses every corner of that space to build anxiety. The acting performances are strong all around, but if you're expecting high-flying action or big twists, this movie leans more toward realism. It has a 6.8 rating on IMDb. You can watch it on unofficial sources. Number 4, Decision to Leave. It is a 2022 South Korean neo-noir romantic mystery film, directed, co-written, and produced by Park Chan-wook. The film follows Hae-jun, a seasoned investigator, as he looks into the suspicious death of a man who fell from a mountain. Things start to twist when he meets the victim's widow, Seo-rae, a quiet, enigmatic woman who doesn't act like a grieving spouse. As Hae-jun observes her, tailing her movements and studying her reactions, a strange connection starts to form between them. It's not just about solving a crime anymore. It becomes personal, messy, and emotionally confusing. The film doesn't rush, it invites you into its mood. The pacing is careful, but there's always something going on underneath. The way the story moves between police work, silent tension, and subtle emotion is really impressive. As for the acting performances, Tang Wei completely owns the screen. She plays Seo-rae like a puzzle you can't quite solve. Park Hae-il as the detective brings a tired sadness to his role that fits perfectly. This movie has a 7.6 rating on IMDb and is available on Prime Video. Number 3, The Gangster, the Cop, the Devil. It is a 2019 action crime film directed by Lee Won-tae, based on a true story. The film follows a cop who's hell-bent on catching a serial killer, but the case takes an unexpected turn when one of the victims actually survives. That survivor is Jang Dong-soo, a powerful gangster who isn't about to let this go. What makes it interesting is how the cop and the gangster, two men on opposite sides of the law, decide to team up. Not out of friendship, but out of pure necessity. They both want the same guy, but for very different reasons. This film doesn't rely on clean, stylized choreography. The fights feel raw, unpolished, and heavy, exactly how street violence should look. You'll wince during the brawls, especially with Ma Dong-seok swinging those fists like bricks. The sound design during these scenes adds that extra punch too. It has a 7.0 rating on IMDb and is available on Amazon Prime. Number 2, 12/12 The Day. It is a 2023 action thriller film directed by Kim Sung-soo. This film drops you straight into one of the most volatile moments in South Korean history. This isn't just a war film, it's a political thriller built around the events of the military coup that followed the assassination of President Park Chung-hee in 1979. The story focuses on the 9 intense hours that shook the nation, showing the real-time struggle for control between military factions. The film builds steadily from a tense military standoff to a full-on power grab. It feels like you're not just watching history play out, you're right in the middle of it, whether it's the backdoor meetings, loaded phone calls, or those boots-on-the-ground orders that could flip the country's future. If you're into sharp political drama with real weight behind it, this one absolutely deserves a spot on your watch list. It has a 7.6 rating on IMDb and is available on Amazon Prime. Number 1, A Bittersweet Life. It is a 2005 action thriller film written and directed by Kim Ji-woon. It tells the story of Sun-woo, a loyal and disciplined right-hand man for a powerful crime boss. He's sharp, calculated, and completely trusted, until he's given a simple task: watch over his boss's girlfriend and report back if she's seeing anyone. But when Sun-woo decides to spare her instead of following orders, everything changes. It all starts as a quiet act of mercy, spiraling into brutal revenge, betrayal, and a war he never asked for. Lee Byung-hun is a force in this role. He brings quiet intensity without trying too hard. His expressions, his calm demeanor turning into barely contained rage, it's what keeps this movie running. The action is sharp, but never flashy. It's brutal when it needs to be, and personal in all the right ways. This movie holds a 7.5 rating on IMDb. You can watch it on unofficial sources. That's a wrap for today's list. I hope you enjoyed these picks as much as I did. Don't forget to leave a comment with your favorite Korean movie, and make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on Part 6. Catch you next time.
If you want to watch more videos like this, Please don't forget to subscribe our channel.